What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? It's been a minute since I made like a video because we've been on like lockdown because of COVID. So there ain't shit to talk about or shit to do. I've been to school, so I'm really focusing, holding it down, doing that. A lot of late nights. But anyways, I figured since I'm like here trapped in my room more or less, I figured I'd just like make videos about meal prepping and stuff like that because I know I just posted a video of me meal prepping that was for like last week. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this meal prep for this upcoming week or whatever. But yeah. So for this week I'm doing tilapia, so y'all can see. And it's like 110 calories and fucking not a lot of sodium. It says 0 carbs, 0 sugar. The big factor is 23 grams of protein because I'm trying to cut up and stuff like that. Yeah, so I started 2.5 weeks ago, just about really, and I weighed 205. Waist was, I think it was 38 and some change, because back when I was in States, fucking COVID hit, I couldn't get to go outside, couldn't do a lot of PT. I know it sounds like not an excuse necessarily, but at the same time I had other obligation and responsibility to take care of. So I'm not gonna lie, I did put on a decent amount of weight though. So I went from like 190 to 205, bro. Like, it was crazy. And then I came here, then I was in quarantine, and then I started working out while I was in quarantine a little bit, but I started putting on more weight and then after a while I just like stopped eating food that I would give it to my roommate. But anyways, yeah, so I started at I was at 205, weighs 38 and a half, and I think that's pretty much it really. And so I started doing intermittent fasting. My first meal of the day will be at 12, and then I don't eat past 8 o'clock, or rather 7:30. And I only eat 2 meals a day just because I'm trying to slim, I'm trying to cut down. I drink a protein shake and mix it with some oatmeal in it. It's fire at like 12, and then around like 6:37 I eat my meals. But I've been doing it for 2.5 weeks now, and I went from 205, 38 and a half waist, to right now I weigh 193, and I have a 35 and a half waist now. Yeah, COVID got me good, bro. I was trying to get right, cause you gotta live up to these military standards and shit like that. So, but my biggest problem is my neck, man. My neck. Every time I lose weight, my neck is super small. Y'all can see this shit. It's like 13, 14. It's like ridiculously small. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting these out. They're thawed out already. I'm gonna cut them out, dry them out, and season them. And then, because I gotta get back to class, I got an assignment due ASAP. So I'm gonna cut them out and season them. Make sure the seasons that I use, I normally use the same things. I have a limited supply of things I can use, or when I go to a store, because I gotta always take a taxi or walk. It's money. Nah. So I use a couple of seasoning. Alright, let's see. So I ain't no pro or nothing like that, but I use my Creole seasoning. I like that, a lot of spices and herbs, and it gives a nice kick to it. I like it. I use some onion powder, garlic powder, and then sea salt. That's me. And that's what I be using to season my food. Stay consistency with the whole thing to build that repetition of how I eat and cook the food and stuff like that. But right now, there's not a lot of space right here. I took out the fish and the seasoning, and the countertop is full, so there's like not a lot of space to do a lot of shit. That's why I wanted my own room, but it don't work like that. But anyways, I'm trying to figure out how the hell I'm gonna dry these out. I got fucked on a paper towels. But yeah, I mean, you know, I just figured I started working out meal prepping, start sharing the experience with other people who might be doing similar things, and we can share the journey, you know what I'm saying? Follow the page. Give me advice. So what I do is, because I'm in school, my schedule is like, work is so weird. Like, okay, so for the past couple days, like, let me tell you how my schedule been. I would eat, wait an hour till my food digests a little bit, and then I would go to the gym at like 10 o'clock at night. And then I would get home, you know, shower, whatever, and then I would wake up at like 10:30. Y'all, depends, I ain't gonna flex. And then stretch or whatever, go to the gym before my first meal, so my body can be in that recovery phase, so it absorbs the protein better for my recovery or whatever. I'm not a genius with all this stuff, but you know, I know a little something. And then yeah, so I'll pretty much go to the gym like 2 times a day. Yeah. And fun fact, I got to this point not being able to run, like, because of my leg. I hurt my leg, so I've been limping and shit, so I haven't been able to run. So I'll be just doing like the bicycle or the rower. Not rower, boy, it'll get you right, and the bicycle too. It'll get you right, but you gotta go for a long time. But the rower and the bicycle combination, and you know, as well as the workout, slaps. So let me show you what I take for a protein. I don't have a lot of experience taking protein shakes and stuff like that. I just know it was recommended to me a while ago, like a long time ago. Like, oh, your body needs a certain amount of protein, whatever. So give me a second. So this is the protein I take. Isopure. I just started taking it, and it's Dutch chocolate. It's the mixture is 1 scoop per serving. So like, it's not a lot of water to make this shit taste like crap. Like, if you put too much water, it'll taste like crap. But so I do a little bit more than 1 scoop, because it's 110 calories. It has 3% cholesterol, 10% sodium, which is relatively okay. It has 1 gram of carb, fiber 1 gram, 0 sugar, 0 added sugar, and 25 gram of protein. And then it has a ton of added benefits and stuff like that. Yeah, but this is chocolate. And then I take like a scoop and a quarter scoop to mix it, because I started seeing like it wasn't being fulfilling enough. So, or I would like put some oatmeal in it, but I would measure out how much oatmeal I would put, raw oatmeal, inside of the shake. Don't knock it till you try it. I'd like it. It gives me something to chew on. But this is my BCA that I take, mango flavor. Love this flavor. Fruits flavor, stuff like that. Believe it or not, I've combined these two, mix them together. No bullshit. It tastes amazing. It low-key tastes like strawberry, low-key, but a slightly off version of it, but it tastes really good. So after I mix the regular, you know, serving size for the protein, I don't do a full scoop, because a full scoop of this is like retarded sweet. I mean, that's the purpose. I guess you dilute it multiple times and keep drinking it over and over again. But the serving size is 1 scoop, and to get that extra recovery addition to the protein as well. I mix like a quarter scoop of it and then put it in a protein shake. By far amazing. Made a little discovery for myself. I did it, I'm like, I don't know how it's gonna taste. I was kind of like worried, but I was gonna drink it anyways. And I did it, and I was in the gym, I'm like damn, that shit fire. So yeah, that's that. So after I season the fish and, you know, dry it and clean up or whatever, I'll holler back at y'all.
7 hours later.
Alright, what up, y'all? So I seasoned the meat, well, the fish, yeah, whatever. And for this week's vegetables, I'm going with green beans. Now, primarily, I can't remember the calories per carb for broccoli, but all I remember is when I got this, I had picked up the last bag of broccoli. You know, Christmas time, everybody, their mama trying to cook something. So, but this one is 10 per serving, 30 calories, 6 grams of carbs, 2 grams of sugar. Sugar is weird, but 1 gram of protein per serving. I still got 1 bag of broccoli left, so I'm gonna go ahead and boil that and some of this and just like mix it together with the fish. And then I'm gonna do a hint of rice, like a little bit of rice as a, I guess that's a hint of filler, I guess. I gotta be careful with that. So I started taking the protein and shit, and I realized like I started cutting. And as soon as I start taking protein, I guess I'm building up muscle mass, so I'm going back up in weight. But my waist is still getting skinnier, relatively. So I guess that's a good thing. I'm gonna go ahead and put these fishes in, see? Seasoned, man, you gotta be well seasoned. Let those cook. Medium heat because you want the heat to go through it, you know, nice and slowly so it comes out nice and soft. Oh yeah. Yeah, man, sometimes it's hard to meal prep, especially when you have nobody to do it with sometimes. But you gotta stay consistent, man. And then when you meet that goal that you want to meet, it's not to say that you can slack off, but it gives you a little bit more wiggle room to experiment with things that are healthy but still satisfying at the same time. And that's all I'm trying to do, man. Just trying to live a little healthier lifestyle, because I just felt like I was getting too big, man. I was always bloated. I'm always bloated, always. Jesus Christ. And it's crazy because I don't even eat that much. Let's say I don't eat all day, right? Let's say I don't eat all day. And then all of a sudden, like, I drink like some water or whatever. My stomach will feel like I'm like 9 months pregnant. Shit be bloated, man. It's so annoying. And I found out, like, when I do the intermittent fasting or whatever, it limits how much I eat as well as I'm cutting my calorie deficit. But I don't feel as bloated, you know. Everything comes with a sacrifice, I guess. Hey. I'm over here talking to y'all, I'm gonna burn my fish. A scale. I wish I had a scale so I could weigh it and, you know, measure each component and write down what I'm taking in and all that stuff. But I don't have a scale. But you got to use the resources what you got, you know. Measure small portions, you know, compressed of what you want or what you feel like. It's all about experimenting with yourself. Everybody got to start somewhere. Get how you want it or whatever. So I did small portions. I did a lot of meat, low carbs. So I'm doing like a high meat, low carbs, but I'm also trying to balance it out at the same time. That's why I added a hint of rice to it. And I use my like little cooker. So see that right there? When I cook the rice, I'll do like that much of rice, just as a little filler, because I'm still trying to cut as well. I'm not trying to add on too much, you know. I got a belly, I'm trying to get rid of that. The fish is relatively thin, so it'll come out. Woo. Yeah, see that? Yeah, I bet you want some. Psych, can't have none. Get your own. Hungry? Get out the lunch line. Man, that shit smells so good. It's making me hungry. I'm trolling. But anyways, I'll holler at y'all once most of the things is cooked, so y'all can see, you know, my prepping and stuff like that. Alright, deuces.
Many unbearable hours later.
Alright, I'm back. I took a minute, you know, to finish my homework and stuff. But I cooked the fish, I did the vegetables. I needed to do more, but it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm not trying to do that right now. But anyways, finished product, 6-day binge. It's not necessarily a lot of vegetables, and it's not a lot of rice. It just looks like a lot of rice because it's like spaced out. What I did was I cooked like 1 cup of dry rice or whatever, and then each one has like less than a 1/4 of rice in it. Cause you know we're doing the fasting, so we're trying to cut the calorie deficit as well as lean up. So I take the proteins shake on the front end to make up for what I don't eat right here. And believe it or not, a little bit goes a long way when you're fasting. You'd be surprised how, like, you know, your body gets used to sustaining how much you eat or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's me for the next 6 days. And then on Sunday, or on the 6th day, is when I recook and do new meat or whatever. I think this time I'm gonna do chicken. Yep. But that's it. Tag along, join the journey. You know, I'll be posting results from time to time, but other than that, that's pretty much it. So, deuces.